"Back off, Dusty," a rugged voice suddenly said behind her. "I'm Ford, and you're the brownie thief." Kelly flung around in time to see the man from the store watching her with a curious frown. He was tall, at least a foot taller than her. His hair was the color of midnight, and although his eyes were blue like his brother's, they were darker, almost sapphire blue. His Stetson rode low on his brow as he watched her from beneath the brim. "You?" Kelly regretted the word the moment it tumbled from her lips. It was hostile and accusatory. She crossed her arms in front of her chest. "I'm not a brownie thief. You offered to pay for them." "Only because you couldn't find your darn money," he snapped back. "You follow me back here?" "No, I didn't follow you," Kelly said, feeling a blush crawl into her cheeks. She straightened her shoulders. "I'm here on business." "What business might that be? Because we ain't buying whatever you're selling." His voice had a western drawl that made every nerve ending in her body stand to attention, while those blue eyes skated over her body. His jaw was rugged, covered with a day's growth of stubble. "That's all right then, 'cause I'm the one doing the buyin'," Kelly said firmly. She watched his eyes narrow, even as he put one and one together. "Where's Mr. Peyton? Dad said Mr. Peyton is riding out with me, not some woman." Being a woman in an industry filled with testosterone-fueled men, Kelly didn't even blink. She held out her hand. "Kelly Peyton. I'll be ready to ride out as soon as I change." Kelly had never been more grateful for her short summer playing in the minor leagues at the rodeo. It was clear the man before her thought she would be spooked by a horse. Ford accepted her hand, and Kelly tried to ignore the shiver that ran up her arm at his touch. His hand was big and warm and tough. Clearly, this wasn't a man who spent his time indoors. "You're a..." Ford trailed off, letting go of her hand. "But you're a woman." Kelly nodded. "Last time I checked. Now, if you'd show me where I can change, we can get going." "Ford, who's your friend?" The man that approached her first asked behind them. Ford shrugged. "Ms. Peyton, please meet my brothers. Dusty, Drake, and that one there is Logan. Guys, this is Ms. Peyton from Brent Beef." Kelly wasn't sure why he said the words as if they were acid flowing over his tongue. "Dad's gonna want to meet her," Logan chuckled, shaking his head. "I think those horses can wait a while longer." Dusty grinned, as if something interesting was about to happen. "Where is Mr. Clayton Caldwell?" Kelly asked curiously as she glanced around. "Come on, you can leave your things in the car. Don't think you'll be staying long, unless you want to give me my brownies." Kelly fumed under her breath. "I did not steal those brownies. You offered to pay for them because you were too impatient." "You stole them right off the shelf when I was about to get them," Ford argued as he led her into the house. Kelly completely lost track of the argument as they stepped into the house. The living room opened up into the second floor with a large antler chandelier hanging down. On the one side there was a staircase leading up, and on the other side was the kitchen that was just as impressive in size. "You coming?" Ford asked from the hallway across from the living room. Kelly nodded, her heels click-clacking on the wood floors as she rushed towards him. The entire house exuded warmth and heritage. Old photos stood alongside modern artwork. Native American dream catchers and weavings complemented modern luxuries like the life-size television and the 6-burner gas hob. This wasn't just the home at Falcon Falls. It was a showpiece. Intrigued and mystified, she followed Ford until he stopped in front of a door. "I can promise you he's a good man, but other than that, I can't promise you much." He said it as a warning, and Kelly felt her hackles begin to rise. Who was Clayton Caldwell, and why was she suddenly afraid of the Caldwell family patriarch?